problem is, Princessia, the meds, the problem is what you think and what you say. It's not just the meds.
Communication is hypnosis.
It's also spam. So anytime you go on some Jewish derangement syndrome before you ice somebody with a gun outside of some museum or something, just remember it was you that had the derangement syndrome. It wasn't your medication. It was you.
Don't put that stuff out there. Like, don't act like that's the thing that would be done. Stop it.
Oh, good. So you renounce violence in all of its forms, including racist hate speech. You renounce violence.
I believe.
You condemn the senseless killing of 2 Jewish American citizens last night.
He was a patrilineal Jew. He was a patrilineal Jew.
Will you condemn the killing of 2 Jews by a Mexican man last night?
Poor guy was patrilineal. They murdered one of the best patrilineals we had.
Actually, it was only one Jew. The other girl was just a Jew lover.
No, he was a practicing Christian. His father was Jewish. His mother was gorgeous.
Yeah, he was a Christian.
Are you kidding me?
He was a Christian that served in the IDF and supported Israel and was
wow.
Israeli.
Real Christian there.
You hear that laugh? That's the laugh of stupidity right there. Poor guy got murdered and he's laughing about it. Stupid Christian.
No, the guy was not Jewish.
Hey, congratulations on your sentencing, Diego, for the 5-year suspension you got. Congratulations.
Where did you see that he's not Jewish? His name is Yalvod. He's Jewish.
Oh, wow.
He's Israeli.
So I'm out of prison now?
Apparently, you got a 5-year suspended sentence. Congratulations. Somebody messaged me that. Robert Taylor sentenced to 5 years probation. So what are the terms of your probation?
Ankle bracelets on my arms and on my legs and on my dicks.
What dick? Oh, like you would know, Princessia? I hear you're holding out for marriage. I mean, just how big was it in Vegas? Because you didn't see it in New York City. You got arrested prior, to actually seeing the schlong, because you were screaming out that you're conspiring with international terrorist organizations. But what that has to do with Diego's dong, I don't know.
Diego, are you going to the Vegas Bitcoin conference?
Of course.
Yeah, right.
That's right. Well, you better take pictures and videos, nigga.
Well, actually, that might be in violation of my probation, right?
Damn.
Do you have probation? Why?
I don't know. This guy
I don't know this guy. Somebody messaged me. I don't know. I got shit to do. I don't want to sit here and spam you guys with shit people are messaging me. It's a waste of everybody's time.
What's that? I have 3 probations, actually, as a matter of fact.
What?
One says I can't.
His mother was Christian.
I can never. I can never deal with money again.
He was a Mishling. One of the best Mishlings amongst us has died.
You can't ever use money again?
I like they treated me like one of the money changers in the temple, man. What's the other one?
Yeah, they flipped your lawn. They flipped your fucking Bitcoin machines.
A very Jewish crime.
So they say, Zachariah. So they say.
Zachariah.
I'm gonna be as fat as comedian if I keep eating pizza. Sure.
I'm back. Where were we at? When I was exited from Rikers.
Sometimes it's too much dressing, I feel like 85% of the time. I like a light dressing, like light dressing on Caesar salad.
Yeah, me too.
It couldn't fit.
I hate when it's just like drenched in dressing. So that's the problem with like ordering Caesar salads. You never know.
My Caesar salad is amazing, boo boo.
Great, I'm so happy for you.
I don't think salads can be amazing if they're just salad, but
I think Caesar salad can be amazing, especially if it has like chicken and that's really good.
you know what you'd like, Elle, and I would be happy to take you is if you'd like to go to where they invented the Caesar salad at Caesar's, the restaurant.
Well, don't step on Nora's toes
Vegas?
there. Vegas is sacred to you and Nora, Diego. We know you want these big Jewish titties, but
No,
you got a
no,
Muslim
not
terrorist to
Vegas.
worry about.
The restaurant's in Tijuana, and that's why Elle needs me as a chaperone because she doesn't speak Spanish.
I do speak Spanish.
Oh.
Oh, well, that'll just make our experience fun, more fun.
Dr. Australia says, fucking bitch, just stop talking. It sounds like Abby, right? Dr. Australia has got to be Abby. Bitch, fucking bitch, just stop talking. Who's this Caesar salad bitch? That's what Dr. Australia is saying. It's got to be Abby. It's got to be Abby. I'm talking about another room where Abby's listening in.
Tijuana?
But not with me, that's unforgivable.
No, not with you, but I've been there.
Oh, okay.
Because I had a really good friend that lived in El Paso.
Oh, I don't know how, I don't see it. They're not even close to each other.
Yeah, they are. What are you talking about? They're right across the border from each other.
I think you're talking about Juarez.
No, Tijuana's right across from El Paso.
Sorry, Elle. You're going to have to come here and see that for yourself again.
Oh, you're right. It's not.
Jesus.
Hold on.
Diego,
No, I'm thinking of Juarez.
Juarez.
Lou Jizz is gonna be upset. You're moving on his woman, Diego.
Oh, Tijuana's
Lou
like in Baja
Fax,
California.
Lou Jizz ain't gonna be
Yeah.
happy. Dr.
Well,
Australia
California.
writes, doesn't Nora get annoyed by her flirting with Diego?
I knew it was one of the ones like within just a wall in between. You know?
Oh, does that turn you on? Does that remind you of home?
Oh my gosh.
It reminds you of home, Diego?
Yes. Yes, it does.
Yes, it
Did I ever
does.
tell you guys I grew up in Tijuana?
Not Ciudad Juarez?
No.
Do the Jews control Tijuana?
No, as a matter of fact,
How did I know? Surprisingly, the Jews control Tijuana too. Oh my God.
Ciudad Juarez is
Can't
like-
believe it. I was right on the money. JDS all the
Yeah,
time.
it is. It's very dangerous. And
Yeah.
it's there too.
What is Tijuana? Also, I think, right?
Tijuana used to be a resort town.
Now it's like crime and gangs, right?
Yeah.
Classic.
That's right.
We used
You
to have
just blame the
casinos.
Jews for everything. Look at what's happening there.
Steve, you wanna blame the
Blame the Jews for the shit. Do you want blame Israelis?
There are a lot of Jews in Mexico.
Yeah, and they're not part of the crime and the gangs. They're living happy religious lives in Mexico City.
Oh, yes. That's what it must be. Anyway, yeah. So the first Caesar salad was made there, and you can go and have it in its original form. They make it in front of you. It's very cool. They make the whole.
Do they like take the do they like smush the anchovies with the fork?
I don't even remember anchovies in that.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah, the Caesar salads have anchovies in them.
The bacon.
That's
Diego's
news to
not
me.
even a real Mexican. He doesn't remember how to make a Caesar salad.
I've never had. I can't. Am I regularly? Is it part of the sauce?
Yeah.
You don't know about the anchovies in the Caesar?
I was
Somebody
looking
take a
at the
fucking,
girl.
hold on, hang on.
I think I had my eyes on the girl that was sitting in front of me. I was on that date while the guy was making the sauce.
So are you a polygamist or a polygynist, Diego?
Can get more than you, John, ist.
Really? You think
Oh,
you get more
I'm
pussy
black.
than I
I
do?
know
You
exactly
target
what-
Islamic jihadists, you know, on Clown House. I don't know how much pussy you really get, bro.
No chance. No chance.
I mean, are you conspiring with ISIS and Hamas? Like, you know, Princessia, you know, she's got a trial coming up. You're in the clear. Is this why you're in such a good attitude, Diego? Because you didn't get sentenced to anything? Meanwhile, your former love squirt here, she's looking at like 5 to 10 years minimum.
Yeah, I'm surprised that you didn't try to console me when I was losing my shit.
Your
for the
hair?
last-
I mean, did you know
whatever
did you
amount
know
of time it-
Princessia's nerves are causing her health problems? She's got eczema now. And you have dandruff. Maybe you have some advice for her eczema. I tried to give her advice on the eczema yesterday. Do you have any advice for her eczema problem?
Eczema medication.
I just told her to get some sun and hit
Is
the
that
gym
all
and
you
get a
people
good
like
sweat.
have as an answer for everything?
Go see
What do
your
you mean?
go
If
see
you
your
have If
doctor.
you have a medical condition, you should get treated properly. What, you want to run like herbs on it?
Yeah. Isn't that how our ancestor did it?
No
You
chance.
probably suffered with eczema. That's why we all have eczema.
I don't
You have eczema too?
I have eczema, yeah.
Oh, you've got the eczema.
That's
Oh my gosh.
I only get it like in certain environments where it's really, really cold.
Oh, when you dry out.
You would die in Canada.
Probably.
What is eczema really? Is that like turning into a snowman or something?
Eczema is stress. If you have eczema, go to therapy.
No, it's like dry skin.
It's just dry
I get it on my-
skin.
It's stress. You gotta chill out. You need to meditate, do yoga.
No, you just need to take a once a day pill.
Or you can
To
do
treat
like
your
medicated
eczema.
hydrocortisone cream. That's better. That's my
Oh, that's great.
suggestion.
That's a good steroid to put on your
Oh,
eczema,
that's
Princess.
suggestion is that-
Did you know?
Oh, you're itchy, very itchy girl?
No, I only got it like in December.
What
And
is
where
Randy?
where do you get it most? On your scalp, on your face, shoulders, hands, feet?
No,
Where?
my hand.
You get it on your hand. Oh, well,
Scaly?
I'm not gonna joke. I know.
That's what
I know
most
you know
people
this
get
one,
it, I
Zach.
would say.
You're a scaly little bean?
No.
It is forbidden to
I
remove
have
the skin that is
so
attached
I
to the
don't really
body,
get it anymore.
and therefore dandruff. It is forbidden to scratch the head. You cannot. You may shake the dandruff that is already loose.
You cannot massage the body or the scalp.
Mirus scamus.
I
Massage
feel
my
like
butt.
dandruff is genetic.
genetic. You know, well, Diego, he has to use the foam that he puts on his scalp, and that's what dries the scalp. Isn't that right, Diego?
Oh, so much fun, dude. Yesterday I put some of that rubber ducky stuff.
I was
You're
in
a foamy little duck?
I was in Jerusalem.
Foaming at the mouth.
What's it called? Minoxidil? Yeah, I was in Jerusalem on a beautiful Shabbos, and this Jewish girl comes up to me and she says, "Ew, what's on the back of your head?" And I was like, "What? What?" And I touch, and I had dandruff because I was using minoxidil and losing my hair. I was so embarrassed. I feel the pain, Diego.
Is this a
I
true
feel.
story?
Yeah, it's a true story. I was on a birthright trip and using
That's
minoxidil. It just dries your scalp out, and you get dandruff, and like that's how they scientifically you keep your hair.
What does it do? How's it benefit
It
you?
For a job,
prevents
nothing,
it
apparently.
prevents progesterone from developing in the skin, so it prevents
What's
the
that?
it's the hormone that your body creates, which causes your hair follicles to
Ugh.
thin. I'm surprised you don't know what I'm talking about. You have hair loss.
Me?
Yeah, it's called androgenic alopecia. Maybe you've heard of it.
I don't have that.
Okay,
That's
never
why
mind. And
Jewish women wear wigs, right?
you also don't have eczema. We're just speaking hypothetically, of course.
No, I do have eczema, not hair loss.
You don't?
Well, that's coming, honey.
We'll take a selfie right now and post
So,
it.
you're
Prove
the
it.
youngest person in this room. I don't know if it is.
Prove it. Otherwise,
Guys are
you're a
old
catfish.
people
Child.
screaming at me about my potential hair loss. Look in the mirror.
Potential.
Why do people talk about your hair loss?
Listen, I'm a bald man. I can bring these topics up with confidence.
No, I don't know.
Oh, there's a maze.
What's the is Zach in the Matrix or am I in the Matrix?
He's in the Matrix. He doesn't even know it. He's just talking and talking and talking.
Oh boy, you guys give me gas, dude. I'm gonna go to bed. I'll be back.
Waste of damn time.
Rico, you're not studying.
Rico, why are you in like a fist fight with Tim the other day? That was a little embarrassing. What's going on there?
You gotta talk shit, so you gotta talk shit back. What you gonna do? Just sit there and take it?
That's what you did.
Randallson owes Rico.
I mean, that's your opinion.
Randallson owes Rico $100.
It was like just ridiculous. I didn't even understand what it was about.
I thought it was stupid too. I don't like drama.
Alright, can you hear me or no?
Honey, it's about $100. Yeah, we can hear.
No, still no?
Yeah, we can hear you, nigga. What do you want? What do you want, nigga?
At what age does
Oh my god, I can't.
Matrix. Yeah. It's a joke. It's a total joke. Child.
I mean, people consider 30s old, but like that's because most
No, I don't
Americans
think
have like a
30s
beer
is
gut. Most Americans have like a beer gut, and like don't work out and they eat like bullshit.
Rico, but the years go by. You stay single.
Well, it's better than like getting divorce raped because you married the wrong woman just because you had to
Is
have.
it though? Is it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Better than being divorce raped?
Oh, it is.
So Rico, do you feel like the pool of women are now divorcees instead of just being like single people who are going into their first marriage? Like, do you feel like you have
Yes.
trouble finding?
Yes.
I tend to go for younger women because the women in their 30s like all have like kids from like
Right.
marriages, and like I'm
And
just
then
not.
you have to like reevaluate your life though, and be with someone who maybe has a young child.
Yeah,
That's
no,
what
I'm just
he's
not.
right
supposed
now.
to be done.
Literally,
I'm just not
Rico
gonna
is
do that.
that creepy uncle, creepy gay uncle like stage right now.
Nigga, do you understand raising some other man?
With all due respect, Rico, I'm just saying like people start to, especially young kids, they start to think like, why does Uncle Rico like not? He never like has a girlfriend. He's always single. Like the years go by. And then
Yeah.
you see this certain, no.
No, I get it,
This
Diego.
happens.
Diego, I'm probably gonna have to move to a different country if I want to find a quality woman because like American women are just generally fat and like they have bad attitudes. And that's like everybody knows that.
Come to Israel.
Like everybody knows. This is not my opinion. This is like common knowledge.
Why don't you just do like a mail order bride situation? From like
I mean,
Philippines.
it worked out for Diego, right?
Yes, Ukraine, dude. Ukraine, it's like you got the hottest women, and there's a war torn, and like they want to get out.
Oh, child.
That's right.
Come on, Matt.
There's a lot of hot blonde girls over there, so why not?
I disagree, nigga. I think, if it's not meant to be, it'll never be.
Well, that's the thing. So like,
What is the defeatist attitude?
I used to think, Rico, that my uncle was gay. However, he did eventually get married at the tender age of 63.
Holy shit, that's not something to be proud
I
of.
mean, Diego, in the state of Florida, like there's like 55-year-old guys dating like 30-year-old girls all the time. Like that's like the norm.
But here's the question. Usually what happens is that men, for example, they gain like a command over themselves and all that. Do you really want to be Bill Belichick, dude? You think that you're going to gain respect in the community?
I don't like with the community.
But maybe you should go for someone regardless if they've been married before.
Well, nigga,
Well, I don't mind married, but
why are you guys up his ass when none of you have someone?
like
I have
a woman
someone.
who's divorced, but
Who
she
do
doesn't
you
have
have,
kids.
nigga?
I'm totally on board with that.
Who do you have, nigga?
You have a
Someone.
boyfriend?
Like not officially, but
Exactly.
Like a booty call type of thing?
no, because he's in Israel, so it's complicated.
That's beautiful.
Wait, are you not in Israel anymore?
No.
Okay, but then shouldn't you get
Oh.
with more suited? Like exactly the same arguments you niggers give Rico. I think you guys should self-reflect a little bit. Shit.
Why? I don't need to.
Why do you think he needs to?
Because he said he doesn't like being single. He wants to.
What?
I don't mind being single at all. What do you-
like being
I think you got me all wrong. I think
Nobody.
other people in this room mind me being single.
I would agree. I don't mind you being anything, Rico. I accept you exactly as you are.
Well, that's right.
Accept you exactly as you are, nigga.
Well, that's right.
Don't go changing. How's that Billy Joel song go?
Oh, such a sweet song.
Shit.
Just the way you are.
So Diego, since you're like the king of spam here, and you've wasted your life and countless others, I mean, have you learned anything from all your years of spamming people here in the Ultra Derecha house?
Of course, dude, my jokes keep getting better and better.
No child.
I have this really honed in at this point. Plus, we're expanding, dude. We're getting into the whole music business side of it. Like, we're going places
Oh,
here,
that's
dude.
funny.
Yeah,
Sounds about
it's a
right.
growing empire here. I'm sorry you don't see it my way.
What?
Have you heard any of the songs though?
Yeah, I've heard two. Heard one about Randy.
Oh, child.
Did you hear the Zach one?
Yeah, I heard the Zach one. Did Randy ever hear his song?
Yeah.
Run back.
Wait, I wish I was there for
I
the reaction.
I didn't hear Zach's.
Wait, Rabbi, what'd you think of your song?
My song?
Yeah,
Which one?
Eddie.
I think the
Oh
Mexican.
yeah, you heard the
Nice.
beginning ones. We made better ones.
No, I heard the second one. Like there was no. I don't know. They were good. They were funny.
The Mexican one is nice, but I'm not Mexican. The funky one is nice beat, but like the singer sucks.
No, what do you think about the content, the lyrics?
Oh, they're nice.
Very nice.
Your reactions are boring.
Yep, because I'm working. Yeah, some of us are advanced. Shit.
Rabbi, what's the formula for lever beta?
I didn't get to the betas. I know like the levered positions, like the return bar of the beta.
That's right.
Yeah, I didn't get to the volatility bit yet under this version of the old.
Nora, did you write one about yourself or no?
Rabbi, what's
Yeah,
the
I've written quite a few actually.
About yourself, like roasting your own life.
About New York, yeah.
No, not entirely. We tried to roast her today, but she didn't really want to take it.
Child.
Yeah, don't do
No,
that.
I did. Thank you. I did one for New York City.
Roasting New York or you in New York?
Yeah, me.
Oh.
Rico, what's the formula for the annuity due?
But I hope you roasted Diego in part of that roast because he was responsible for it.
But Diego did one roasting me. Do you want to hear it?
You know what
Sure.
was formula for continuous compounding? Continuous.
Is it mean?
Yeah, it's very mean.
Diego, why would you do that? Don't you love Nora?
Sorry, I kind of missed that. What's going on?
Effective.
Yeah.
Song they
convenient.
ride the Air Force. You want to hear
Don't
it?
Ride the Air Force, yes. And then she wrote like a really sweet and kind of catchy 50s song as a response telling us to ride the Air Force because everyone's got it all wrong.
Rabbi, what's the enterprise price value?
You want to hear both of them out?
Let's do it.
Okay.
You guys are wasting time talking about nothing. I can't hear you.
You could be prepping for the exam.
Don't touch your pearls. It's pretty bad.
That's amazing.
Is this the Kill the War song? Beware a habit snare. Nora's curls a poofy trap. Her lust a pharaoh glare. Kentucky's bubble hitter from songs and wicked games. Think Scarface is a skin cut brand Roxanne, just a flame. She craves the home spirit. Yank her mane till dawn. Ride you raw with shawarma heat till your strength is gone. The mish-mish rage consumes a hush or mood a hurricane. Diego, hear our war chant to let him break your chain. Ride the Air Force. Diego, stand your ground. She's a shaman, a siren girl's a wild slave around. She'll hump you till you're roaring, fiercest ride you'll ever know. But that's if Curse Mare will ruin you, Diego, let her go. Chaos drives her, she'll mount you, baby, damn. Her falafel muddle mind's a mess, her passion's a haram scam. Groovy curls like war drums, bouncing as she grinds. She'll screw you till you're senseless, leave your soul in bonds. Flawless, she's a terror, her screams will scar your heart. Cursing all who cross her, tearing sanity apart. Her iron fury's a war patch, she'll burn your life to ash. Diego, heed our battle cry, dodge a man and clash. Ride the arrow horse, Diego, stand your ground. She's a shaman, a siren, curls a wild, steady crown. She'll hump you till you're roaring, fiercest pride you'll ever know. So that's if Curse Mare will ruin you, Diego, let her go.
Okay, well, I'll play the other one. I think she gets the point. So right here, first.
You want to hear the other one? Oh.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to board of this chat? That's the question.
Please.
Oh.
We don't do it that often as we were
Bored
getting into
people,
it.
only bored people get bored.
My
Boring
chat,
people get
I
bored.
mean, every day. Yeah.
Okay, we want to.
Don't you get bored of practicing for that test, Randy?
No, because I'm advancing, nigga. That's doing something in my life, but I'm not doing it right now. I'm
We're
working.
a leader.
I mean, you see it as advancing. I've told you that your kids ain't being born, so they ain't no advancing. Even Rico understands that part.
That's very retarded.
No, agree to disagree.
That's the most retarded shit I've ever heard, nigga.
And yet,
Jeez, we're gonna have to do this shit.
Well, I just want to declare Clown House isn't even dead because it was never alive. It's always been pathetic and beyond pathetic. And now Randy has finally realized that. And now he's basically just going to spam us with his CFA education and waste all our time there. And, you know, nothing's new under the sun. Diego and Brincesio, you're the super pathetic people because you're the super mods. And everybody else, hopefully.
Maybe you might learn something.
Oh, maybe I learned something. Oh, okay, Dr. T-Rams.
Oh, that's right. Say it again.
he's such a hater, dude. I like it when you're trolling, not when you're hating.
No, he's just bitter and evil.
No,
Not bitter and evil.
I'm not handling this like I want to have penguin status. I don't want to be like some basic bitch.
But you are though.
I need you to accuse me of capital crimes and shit, man.
What are you talking about? You've already received a suspended
Crimes
substance.
against humanity. Let's like none of this rookie stuff.
Basic fight. Look at Rico. Rico knows how to discount the cash flows.
Mhm.
There you go. Cap table. Yeah.
Rico knows how to discount the cash flows.
That's right.
That's right.
What a waste of time.
No, it's not a waste of time. I mean,
He makes money for Robin Hood. They're happy.
So Tim, do they have Caesar salad in Ireland?
what kind of retarded question is that? Respectfully.
Let the woman hit on Tim, please. Go ahead.
That's how I flirt.
Oh, see,
Yeah,
that's
Would
that's
you?
her, so I guess they
Like
don't have
a
it
lot?
in Ireland.
The last time she spoke to me was with food also.
What?
Did you get your Chick-fil-A, she said?
I did ask that because you made such a big deal of it.
Child. Amazing. No. Lou, bro, Diego, Lou was in fucking Chick-fil-A or whatever. Like, double meat. I was like, nah, I count on here every time.
Oh yeah,
Alright,
double steak, he said.
Double steak.
Oh my god.
Can you imagine the size? And then I asked him too when we were talking privately. I said, "How big are your dumps, dude?"
My god, how can
And he said, "Actually, believe it or not, my body absorbs that." I was like, "Wow, jeez."
child.
I mean, comedian alone, you know. time on the toilet, I'm guessing.
No, but that's because of the hemorrhoids.
Oh.
All
Yeah, I
communication
I
is
know because we both-
projection and spam.
Yeah. When you spend too much time on the toilet, you get hemorrhoids, comedian. But also because you have hemorrhoids, you spend too much time. So it's like a cycle. It's a never-ending cycle of hemorrhoidage.
I'm unhappy because I eat too much, and I eat too much because
cycle.
I'm unhappy.
Exactly. Well, that's what it is, though. That's the sad state of affairs in real life. But that's fine. Not that I care about your well-being, because I actually don't. I'm busy discounting some cash flows.
That's right.
That's funny.
And nobody got time for your dumb ass. I'm busy making money. Shit.
Amazing. So you still just ignoring me now?
Ugh, you guys forgot to put like the shit in the line for the song.
You guys are still ignoring me now? Is that like what you generally say a lot, Tim?
Well, you're obsessed with me, so of course I don't say that to you.
Just because you say I'm obsessed with you doesn't
Nora,
make
isn't
it
it
true.
like it's like cat fights on here with the men. Way more than the women. You guys are like always going back and forth with each other about like stupid drama.
It's true.
Like all the time. Like this guy said this and it's about this.
Miss,
and
did you
this.
notice how I'm working? Did you notice or you didn't notice?
But still, you're in the drama.
Nobody cares.
I'm working, nigga. I'm trying
He's
to do
sinking in the
something.
drama.
Ain't nobody listening to your dumb ass.
He's working so hard he has
Drama
to
all
tell
the
himself.
time.
Ain't nobody got time for your dumb ass. I don't know why
With sensitive men.
I don't know why Rico is not studying. Like he's 4
I
days.
just got my fucking financial calculator.
God. You need to learn how to use the net present value function, nigga.
That's right. What was that? Push to talk? It sounded like.
Yeah, he has the nigga mic.
No, I just had it in my car and powered it up. Now it's on Bluetooth. So.
When he's in the car.
Where's the microphone, Rico?
It's a natural.
In my car? I don't even know.
In the 1990s.
It's so freaking loud, man. Let me try it now.
It's a nigga mic.
Let me leave and come back.
No, it's not, I don't think that's
No, it's the car. It's the car kit. It ain't gonna make it better.
I mean, it's pretty cool because a lot of those car kits you can't hear shit.
No, it's like 1990s car kit.
I mean, I don't know.
That's okay. We accept you as you are, Rico.
That's right.
I accept you as you are. I don't know about these faggots.
I thought you were working, nigga. You're not fucking
Damn.
talking to nobody.
It's so patty L.
Child. I'm on autopilot with you motherfuckers. I mean, that's what I always do if you didn't notice.
Once that sauce tacks up, kind of caramelizes down on it, we're going to take it off and leave the grill lid open. I want coals to get good and hot. Then I'm going to slice that bologna extra thick. We're going to put it back on the grill. We're going to glaze it with more sauce on all sides this time. We're just going to flip it a couple times until we start getting a little bit of a char. That's giving us that grilled flavor. I'm just going to put this bologna sandwich over the top.
Oh my gosh.
It really is that good. You travel.
Trump's like,
הוא עם הסבון ביד, אמנון.
יאללה, אמנון, עכשיו אחורה, אמנון, אתה לא מבין.
conversation for this place.
עמוס, לתת לך, רגע, הוא כבר יבוא איתך לפרטי, סבלנות, תחזיק אותו, אל תזה.
למה, מה אני צריך...
אל תאבד תקווה, אל תאבד תקווה, משהו קח כדור.
הוא מדבר עברית הזבל הזה?
Damn, they kicked me.
or Daniel, like what they've dealt with in their life to get to, or Abraham, to the success that the guys have gotten to. And I don't.
Leviticus, okay, 1829. For everyone who does any of these emotions, the person who do them should be cut off the
Right,
mouth.
it's the same concept, same concept.
Like, for example, a sexual sin. He should
We don't do that anymore. We don't do that anymore.
So here's how the Talmud and later commentaries, Rambam, Rashi, Ramban, interpret karet, means to cut off. It could mean premature death. It could mean childlessness. It could mean, but not necessarily, the soul being cut off from the world to come. Olam haba.
So he will be cut off. Yes. So
Yeah, but not in this world. Not in this world. There's still like a lot, and also it also says that they have a place in the land of Israel. So they are not necessarily like thrown out. Oh, you go to Jordan, you can't live here anymore. No, that's not how it works.
This is a cherry picking for me because if we
No,
go
it's
to
not.
Exodus
That's our law.
31, Exodus 31:14, you shall keep the Sabbath because it
I
is
just
holy
said that.
for
That's
you.
what I. That's what I
Yeah,
referenced.
wait, I know. Everyone who profane it should be put to death. It's
How do you keep the Sabbath?
Right, but the issue with that is very. I don't think we have one recorded history of someone being stoned to death for working on this Shabbos. Because the rules, you have to go to the Talmud, the oral Torah. You cannot read the Torah by itself literally. The Talmud gives the legal rules on how you have to do it. There has to be prior warning. There has to be witnesses, right? So the rules for bringing someone in front of the court and say this person did X, I think it rarely happens. I need the rabbi to
No,
here.
but nowadays people don't hold Shabbat, for example.
Well, that's their
Can I make this clear? Can I just make this clear?
How am I doing, Rabbi?
You're doing fine, but
He's doing a great job.
you're doing fine. But let's make this clear.
He's
Let's make this
doing a great job, Carlos.
Frankie, just listen. Let's make this clear. Okay? Jews are a people, a nation, a tribe, a family. All of those things. Okay? We have a religion. It's called Judaism.
Carlos, you're on the left. You believe in homo marriage. Come down, bro.
Please allow him to speak. Stop it, Frankie.
Please be quiet. Please be quiet. You're asking a question about Judaism, and when you get the answer, you say, well, I don't believe that, and I don't do it. Excuse me, Frankie, please be quiet. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Fucking man, talking about some motherfucking fucking because you got the motherfucking home.
They kicked me. It's pathetic. It's pathetic that they kick me, but they don't kick Frankie.
Exactly. And Cora usually agrees with me because she's sexually attracted to me. But that's besides the point here. The point I'm trying to make is that we need to really examine what we believe to be true and determine whether or not we have a substantial framework to decide whether or not it's true.
You mean just because we use words? Just because we use words and we say things and we make it up and it's not really real in the real world and we just project it and we expect people to accept our words as reality?
Exactly what I'm saying. Just because I look at the grass and I say it's green to me, and most people believe it's green, doesn't mean that someone else looking at the same grass sees a red whatever thing on the grass, and they've learned that red is green.
Colombian red weed. That's what we all gotta smoke. It's not even green anymore.
Exactly, but maybe your red is my green.
So
But
like,
maybe
so like,
you're
so,
my purple.
well, no, like here's something. It's like, let's go back to like the Earth exists, right? There's a high level. You can have a high level of certainty in that because of the high amount of consensus around that, right? But if you're schizophrenic and you absolutely believe you live in a simulation and the Earth doesn't really exist, this is how we identify maladaptive behaviors. You're not able to actually function optimally. I'll just say it that way. Much like, Seneca's observation that I'm sexually attracted to him, it's a maladaptive behavior. So, anyway.
So what you're saying is Clubhouse is actually just all spam. And everybody here is spamming, and 99% of all of everybody's spam sucks, except for maybe like 1 out of 10 or 1 out of 100 pieces of spam are actually interesting and useful and intelligent.
Kanye came out with a new single, y'all. And guess what it is? Quiet, brother. Hail Hitler. That's the name of the song he came up with. Hail Hitler. He literally, that's his song. He done flipped the vote over.
Yeah, that's a perfect example of stupid spam. Kanye is the perfect example of what Cora is talking about, which is a schizophrenic, bipolar, manic content episode about nothing. It's literally for stupid children or stupid people who listen to Kanye West. He is a disgusting, low IQ, racist, bigot, piece of shit trash.
Bible 100% believer.
He's not near as disgusting as Zionists, though, that's for sure.
Really? You mean people who don't like to get murdered by Islamic terrorists who live next door?
Look at all the bias in this room right now. You see, I cooked it, and y'all creamed it. Pause. Look at all the bias.
I'm just trying to interpret some truth without adding my own bias. Is it okay if I try to not add my bias to my analysis of the situation?
Forgot my question.
Oh, sorry, Marquis. You should write it down next time so you don't forget.
Fucking fake ass comedian. Fucking cheeseburger. I remember you, brother. I know who you are and I like you. I love you, but fuck you.
Oh, don't get angry.
Both of those things, even though they're conflicting.
Just try to love yourself and everything will be okay. If you want to improve the world, improve yourself.
Yeah, so I agree. A lot of bias is a part of, interpretation. However, I was demonstrating that there are some things that are bias-free. That's it.
Can you state any one of those things?
I'm going to reiterate the existence of the Earth. Thank you.
Oh, do you have
And the existence, you cannot prove the existence of the
42
Earth
minutes?
What's upside with the existence of the Earth?
To run me through a
Exactly.
program
Without planet Earth, we have nothing, right?
simulation.
Without Earth,
Without
we can't.
God. Without God.
So I can
without God. Okay, so
clone
God
that are
exists
effective.
objectively, yes or no? Can you
Yes
measure
or no?
God? Can you measure God? No,
By
you
faith.
can't. No, you can't. You can measure the Earth. Bada bing, bada boom. Go back to your room.
bing, bada boom.
How do you measure Earth with a ruler?
A great
You can basically use survey equipment to do it.
How have you confirmed the survey
You have
equipment is
42 minutes or so
accurate?
today to run me through a program simulation so
scientific
I can
model
clone your effective
that you use to
communication
calculate
strategy.
You have controls for doing that.
And how do you confirm that that model, the projection of the Earth through that scientific equipment, is an accurate representation of the
Well,
survey?
survey equipment doesn't use projections. It actually measures exact distances and elevations.
Does it take a ruler around the Earth and measure
No,
all
you
of
just
the
need to measure the angles and then you can interpolate the circumference of the Earth. That's exactly how Archimedes determined the circumference of the Earth, like almost down to like the half a mile or whatever.
The first part about knowing the truth of the Earth is not pronouncing it Earth. It's Earth. And if you want to know the truth, it's not truth, it's truth.
All of you in here are just such biased people, biased towards science, biased against science, biased towards colors, biased towards putting your titties on the table. You guys are disgusting. guys are disgusting.
You're projecting. You're spamming and you're projecting.
You don't want to pay for them.
You're pathetic, or should I say pathetic?
What if we're actually not floating in space right now? Spinning 1,000 miles per hour?
Yeah, imagine we're just like molecules on some.
You know what I'm saying? What if we're not?
We're just an experiment
You know
made
what
by.
I'm saying? It's all it's like an illusion, you know?
Okay, you guys sound like
So,
dumb people that are.
it's,
Oh, no, I'm being an ass. No, but I could be real and talk about it, but fucking comedian.
Psyops.
Seneca, stop projecting.
When JCC says that he exists, he doesn't know whether he's in assimilation.
He
He
doesn't?
doesn't know whether he's in some medical chamber and they've put something on his head.
Really?
And they've given him the reality that he actually has to know whether the world exists.
Maybe it's just like an assimilation or something.
What does Honey Badger think? He's usually pretty good at analyzing this type of rhetoric and spam. Because after all, Andrew and all these other theists on this app, they're just spamming us, right? And they don't even read from their favorite book very often, just like occasional verses. And if it's such an important document, you'd think you'd want to talk about the document all the time, but no, it's just spam, and you're all suckers for listening to it.
What was that Jewish thing, the shrubble of a dub-dub type of thing that you had going on? It was kind of like a...
Yeah, it's a Jewish mystical saying called Rabbono Shel Olam, which means master of the universe. It's a mantra.
He gets it. He knows what I'm talking about.
It's called a mantra for relaxation purposes.
Interesting.
Because if you think there's magic words like Yahovah or Yad He Vav He or Jehovah, and you think that that's going to cause some type of magic or something because you repeat it over and over again, I don't know, maybe people on Clown House should just start repeating Yahweh over and over again because their spam is ineffective at creating any actual change. I don't know. Maybe I'm asking the wrong questions.
You know, comedian, look at Benji's picture and, use it to your advantage because nothing you say is funny. But anyway.
What did you just project on me? I'm a mirror and it all sticks to you. What was that, Dr. Seneca?
Edmund, can you use a different voice? I have a migraine right now.
Oh, I'm sorry, Cora. Can you also use a different voice? Because I have a migraine as well right now. It's very painful. I think I might have another beer and smoke some weed to relieve the pressure in my dome.
Hey, don't talk shit about that. I'm actually sick and it's really working, okay? So leave me the fuck alone.
I'm just saying all communication is hypnosis, spam, comedy, and also projection. If you haven't noticed that yet.
Frequently thought about self-trepiding when I have a migraine. You know, like that's
Maybe you should just try to breathe.
The drill into his head.
Not breathe.
That looks like
it's called breathe. Just keep breathing. Stop talking and breathe. The problem is people who have migraines, they don't breathe at all. And they sit there in their pain and they forget to breathe. It's called breath fresh. That's it. Let the migraine just slip away. Keep breathing and let the oxygen do its work. There you go. Maybe try to take a power walk around your house. We know you don't leave your house. You haven't left your area in 15 years, but anyways, I'm just saying, go to the gym and read a good book, people. Thank you very little. I am complete.
Yeah, thank you for the nonsense and for clearing the room.
You're welcome, Dr. Seneca. Can you say anything interesting, profound, or intelligent?
Yeah, usually he just promotes. He does just promote people to come in his room. I'm sorry, comedian.
Go ahead, Benji. Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, what were you gonna say, Benji?
Let's see, dogs.
Deep thoughts. Go ahead.
Dogs. Anybody else wants to speak?
Well, Benji, did you have anything you wanted to share so far?
What's up, Marcus? Talk to me.
What's up, brother? All right, man. All right.
Hold up, I dropped my
Yeah, I'm just
controller.
showing y'all in the rooms, like when y'all, like when Honey or everybody goes at it with each other with a bunch of dogs, you see how easy it is just to ignore and go past, so you won't have to do the same thing other people do.
Well, it was just
teaching you
more.
how mad dogs act. So
It was
Right,
actually
Marcus,
really. No, brother, you were actually talking really good. I like your principles. I like how you're handling it all, and it's a lot different than most of the rooms I've been in. And truthfully, to speak my own truth, man, I just, I've been waiting to get to speak my truth for a while now, and to get to be able to speak it on a platform that makes it really nice. Especially when you're encouraging it. A lot of people do like to cut off on here. A lot of people do like to bombard with their own thing, and nobody likes to wait their turn. And it's cool though, man, because everybody's so, that's what we all have in common. It's the passion. And here's what's going on, man. Here's what I find. Here's my truth. I'm gonna let it out. I'm gonna try not to be too long-winded about everything, all right? My truth for everybody here today. I want y'all to make sure you watch out for all of the AI, about how all of this is taking over the way you're living your day-to-day life. Not just the AI, but about the fact of how, y'all laugh now, but the fact that AI, JCC and Cinetica, maybe, I don't know, maybe Cinetica's like, that's exactly, I don't know. I don't know what anybody's thinking. I'm not going to get into all that, but what I'm going to say is,
The tense confrontation, President Trump ambushing the president of South Africa.
Good afternoon, everybody. This is Congressman-elect Kitover, representing Peoria, Rockford, Bloomington, Illinois. This is Do Not Vote or Trust Darren LaHood at Rep LaHood. Hashtag Peoria. He just helped pass the big beautiful bill and increased our debt by over $5 trillion. Rep LaHood, over his 10 years in Congress, has created over $18 trillion worth of debt. I'm going to talk to the campaign manager in our campaign to remove and replace Darren LaHood with myself, John Kitover, and we're going to call our video campaign manager, Augustus. Here we go.
I'm sorry, the person you are trying to reach has a voice.
Okay, never mind. See if he calls me back.
Hi, Tara.
Right, like to avoid the intelligence services. Right. Right, on the big Five Eyes intelligence agencies. So basically, you have to act like a criminal just to have basic privacy. Yeah, that's like using cash in America. Like that's how you get treated now. That's right.
Places won't even
You
take
know, like, people don't
50s
even know
or
how to count the
100s.
paper anymore. Like they literally go retarded. Yeah. Oh, it's like, bro. Yeah. It's funny. It's the opposite of people using keyboards. You know, like no one used to be able to touch type. It was only like a rare few people could like. Not everyone. Everyone was just so used to it. But it's inverse. People like you can tell when someone counts a lot of money. Like they've got a technique. You know, right? Or even in a bank, they even have the little rubber things for the fingers. You know, like they. Right. But you just see normies, dude. I go to the gas station, the fucking, you know, cashiers or the stuff. They don't know how to count change. You know, like I'd be like, hey, you know, instead of breaking this 20, if I give you like an extra 2, could you just give me the fucking 5? And they're like, what? Like they don't even know. That's it.
That's a lot of content. Wow, Benji. I love you, brother, but wow, this guy, he's a class act.
Yeah, thank you. But see, I think this is why it's very important to be concise when you're saying things that are just nonsense. You know what I mean? That way other people can speak and actually contribute to the topic of the discussion.
Yo, Augustus. Hello? Hey, how are you doing? Oh, no worries. So what app should I download to try to create these cuts and text overlays? Okay.
.com. And then you're going to want to download two things. You're going to want to download Photoshop, and you're going to want to download After Effects. But what I would do if I were you is get the Creative Cloud plan.
Mm-hmm.
Creative Cloud plan is like $60, and you're then able to download both of those,
Okay.
as well as other apps within the Adobe software family.
Oh, damn. 200. Okay. So they do. Let me see if they do a monthly.
Yeah, they do it monthly.
Okay.
It's like $60.
Okie dokie. Yeah, I can't find the plan. So it was photo. Then, so what do you do with Photoshop prior to using the other one? What was it called?
Adobe Premiere.
Yeah, the video editor. You said the second one to download.
Yeah, it's called Premiere Pro.
Oh, Premiere Pro. Okay. Oh, they
Now,
got a
like,
7-day free
what
trial.
really makes great videos is great graphic design. So that's why I'm having you download Photoshop as well, so you can create graphics and then import them into your video.
Okay. Are you using Grok at all to do any image generation?
Yeah, I'll use Grok. I'll even use Midjourney, which is great for image generation. And then if you want, you can actually bring your images to life using other AIs. So there's this one called Kling, Kling.
Okay.
And that pretty much brings to life your photograph. So they come in 5-second clips and 10-second clips. And basically the way that works is that it runs off of a credit system. So however many credits you buy is on you. They've got different packages available.
So what's your I guess the graphics, have to be great. So like how do you visualize your setup for like what you're doing? Like you take your base video footage and then you get your related and associated graphics, do an overlay, multiple cuts.
Yeah. Yep. I think you've got a good idea. Exactly. That's exactly what I'm doing.
And then do you use the original audio or did you create like audio overlays as well?
It depends. Typically you might need to get a script, right? And then you can create the audio out of an AI like voice generation tool. You could use another one is called Suno, Suno. And that one you can make songs, and you can upload your text, and it comes out like a speech. Then there's
I've used the Suno one. I've been making music videos about the guy that I'm running against.
Great.
So how would you attribute like your distribution strategy? Because I think a lot of my stuff gets just, ghosted for being spam. Like how did you, I guess, systematically or like professionally distribute your creations? And like what's your schedule? Like how many did you do a day, a week? Or, what would you suggest what should my daily and weekly goals be?
So really, like with video, what we do is we distribute it on like multiple channels we built up. So like my X account, I've got like 13,000 followers. My Instagram account, I've got 115,000 followers. And then there's other like affiliate accounts that we got distribution with that had like 250,000 followers on X, and on Instagram like 50,000. So that gives you like 4 or 5 accounts right there that will get views. So what I do is I basically post it up on like my X and my Instagram, and then I push it out to the affiliates, and then they post it up, and then next thing you know, everybody's posting it up. All of the big accounts will be posting it up. So really, like the key is instead of like having 70 different accounts, just focus on like 2, one on each platform. And try to build up an audience with just one account on one platform, and do it on more than one platform. So you'll have one X account, one Instagram account, and then you'll have like affiliate accounts where it's like other people have already built it up, but you cut a deal with them where they'll post your shit, because they know it'll go viral.
Mhm.
And that's how I distribute it. You know.
Did you find a way when you're making the videos to like simplify the video creation process? Because I know you have like an aesthetic that like I detected all the time. I'm like, dude, this is got to be Augustus, and I'm following all these accounts that were coming up. So it's like you have your own aesthetic that you seem to replicate quickly and effectively. So I mean that like that's my struggles. Like it will take me hours and hours to create what you can do in just 10 minutes. So
Yeah, I mean, really, like, I would say like the transitions are key, and they're really hard to get. So write this down. This is where I'll get my transitions from. It's Envato, ENVATO .elements. Or it's elements .envato.
Elements.envato, yeah, I see it.
And
cool.
this resource is fantastic. So basically, like it gives you like photographs you can use. It gives you everything that you need to make some amazing content, and you've got the licensing to all of it. So this is like a huge resource that I utilize. It's I think like $30 a month. But and I'm kind of realizing now, like I'm telling you to like get all this shit, and it's gonna probably cost you like $200 to get everything, and I'm sorry for that, but it's an investment, like it'll make you money, like this is how I'm able to make thousands of dollars every month, is with these programs. So it's like $200 investment, but you get $2,000 back. Like last week I made $2,000. This week I made $1,000 so far. That's like $3,000, and I'm just chilling at home in my fucking sweatpants all day, bro.
Yeah, the Envato one looks really dope. Well, let me. I mean, also, I haven't really tried to raise any money yet for the campaign, but every dollar that I get, I want to just put into marketing and advertising, and content creation. So once I start trying to raise funds, I mean, whatever your lowest based, most discounted friend price package you could afford me, for just something simple to, do some tests or something. I mean, whatever I can raise, if it's like $399 or $599 or $999, whatever I can raise, I mean, I'll just send to you because whoever I raise it from, I'm going to be telling them exactly where it's going, which is to you. So, I mean,
okay.
I mean, my connection really is that Max Rice, he knows some wealthy donors that absolutely hate the GOP here in Chicago. So if I'm on the ballot and I have incredible creative resources, which could possibly, get a lot of people talking in the district, I mean, I could probably get the money for the campaign. I just have to open my mouth and start speaking because closed mouths don't get fed.
Yeah, open your mouth, bro. Like, fucking talk your shit. People really actually like listening to what you have to say when you're fucking serious about your shit. And I consider you a friend, so I'll be happy to give you a discount and help you out however I can. Right now, with Envato, so Envato will basically hook you up so you could do most of your graphics on your own, and you can get all of your video transitions on Envato. So, and they also have like video templates and stock footage that you could use as B-roll. Okay, so that's like a major resource. I suggest you also listen to a podcast in your free time called Future. It's FUTUR, no E on the end. Okay, FUTUR on YouTube. And the
term branding. People use it interchangeably.
And I would just they've got tons and tons of content. I would just basically like go around here and try to find stuff on here that's going to basically give you like more insight to like how to boost your creativity.
Yeah.
Using these tools. They've got a lot of stuff on how to make money off of your creativity and how to strategize properly for business strategy and social media management. If that's something you're interested in, check it out. But this guy is the fucking guy. Okay, like this is what I listen to when I'm not on Clubhouse or on X Spaces.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's very smart.
And yeah, like this is way better than Joe Rogan or any other podcast because this is like really like on how you're able to take a $500 logo and charge $100,000 for it, which I've yet to do. By the way, I've never done that, but this guy has, you know. So you definitely want to listen to what he's got to say.
Why do you want to know my hours?
Also, like, definitely like use YouTube for your video premiere. Like lessons. It's pretty straightforward. Most of the shit is like drag and drop.
Mm-hmm.
So you just get your clips into your like. You got an Apple, right?
No. I mean, I have an Apple. I mean, no, not really. My main desktop is HP.
Okay, well, like, you know, like where your files are all at, like your Finder thing, or like your documents or downloads or whatever.
Yeah.
Like a file.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like you basically get your clips organized in a file,
okay.
and then all you have to do is just drag it into the project.
Right.
And then you can start cutting them up, adding transitions. You just drag transitions in, copy and paste them, and it's like, you know, Control C, Control V, like all pretty basic controls and stuff.
Did you do any screen recordings, like actually find clips on YouTube, etc., or download those clips and then incorporate those?
Yeah, so like I do that typically for like the audio and download like the audio. So like there's this one I'm working on right now. Here, I'll send it to you. This one's like an AI video I made. I just texted it to you. And this is without the transitions, and like this is the rough version. I haven't like synced it up perfectly to the music yet and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so like my friend, he's got a podcast, and he asked me to make like the intro video for his podcast on Rumble and X.
Mm-hmm.
So I downloaded his favorite song, knowing that it's not going to get copyright stricken because it's Rumble and X, and they don't do that. And use that as the YouTube downloader, you know, to convert over to the Premiere for the audio. So yeah, and then basically what I did with this was in Midjourney you can upload photographs of your character.
Mm-hmm.
So everything can look like the same person that like you make, and then you can add like image prompts and style references and character references. So like you can upload like a picture of somebody riding a motorcycle, and then your character reference can be a photograph of your friend. And now it'll give you an image of your friend riding a motorcycle just like the picture that you uploaded. Does that make sense?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing is I need to just start creating product and see what I can do, because everything I'm doing is just, you know, on the fly. off my cell. But I mean, having like, yeah, I mean, I think following your strategy is, it's, you're lucky if you can even find somebody who can, communicate it and execute it and do it. But yeah, it's basically, I mean, it's just communication. But thank you for all this advice. Anything else anything else that you noticed that worked really well for all your mass communication strategy?
Just yeah, like instead of like I said before, bro, like I know you, so I know you've got like 1,000 accounts. Like my biggest piece of advice would to be make 1,000 pieces of content and push it out onto like 2 accounts, as opposed to making 1,000 one piece of content and pushing it out on 1,000 accounts.
Got it.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, I have to build an audience, essentially. I have to achieve some type of critical mass. Otherwise, it just goes into outer space and no one hears it or sees it.
Yeah, and like, if I were you, bro, like, I would try to get on podcasts and like get on X Spaces and take it serious, because that's the quickest way for you to build an audience. And like,
You're right, dude. Kennedy did it. Kennedy, that's exactly what Kennedy was doing. His podcast strategy was huge. I mean, that Bill Maher podcast for me is what like set me over the edge, and when you compared his interview like with Tucker Carlson compared to like Donald Trump, I mean, Kennedy will tell you exactly what he's thinking. He doesn't hold anything back, but everybody else is just like they control everything they say.
yeah, that was our strategy. That was my strategy that I came up with, and it worked. So that's what I do for my own thing right now. Like, my goal this year is to gain, to get to 200,000 on Instagram and to get to 100,000 on X. So I'm focusing mostly on X because the Instagram is kind of like, it kind of like does it on its own now. I kind of got to a point where like I'll get followers every time I post. But with X, it's very hard to get followers. So I highly suggest you go on podcasts and like go on other people's X Spaces on like accounts that are of you.
Right.
Like make like a John Kitover fucking Instagram and X, and it not be like a parody, like, and then just focus on those 2 things, and you'll bubble them up like pretty quickly if you just take this strategy and you're making real content. And when you're going to attack people, here's a word of advice: make the target look like they're dying. Okay? Like, a way to do that is with shades of green and make them black and white. You never make yourself black and white.
Okay, that's funny. I'll let me yeah. I need to write that one down.
Sick and black and white subconsciously, people like think that they're a memory.
That's smart. Colors, yeah, you're right. You're right on the money, dude.
So with all of your stuff, make sure you brighten it up like 20% for your own image, and brighten the contrast 5 to 10%. So when you compare the 2, it's like, wow, look at this guy who's like alive and bright next to this fuckface that's dead and sick.
Dude, smart. That isn't that amazing? That little tweak, that little manipulation, how it plays into the audience and to the person receiving the messaging.
Me and my wife do it all the time, bro. We just ran an attack ad on a campaign we're working in Jersey, and we fucking have demolished our competition with just that right there alone.
Wow.
In our attack ads.
That's smart. That's really smart. Have you gone on eBay or Amazon or ever looked at like political marketing strategy books or something? Because there's got to be all kinds of communication strategies just like that. Because like that being like a great example of a tactic.
I've never found that in a book. That's just from experience.
Yeah, I bought a book called like Film Production Theory. It like breaks down film production in every which way, but I haven't had time to like pull through it and find if there's anything useful that I could implement. But let me get my folder started and start trying to create some pieces and then find out if I can secure $1,000 to throw your way to see if I could generate have you help me create some content and publicize it or do whatever money I can raise. I haven't opened up the actual campaign checking account, but I have the bank nearby that said I can open it there, but without having people giving me
Here's
money.
another piece of advice: run as a Maha candidate,
Mm-hmm.
as a Republican, right?
Mm-hmm.
And contact your state lead.
Mm.
That is the Maha state lead for Illinois.
Yeah.
If you need, I can get you their contact info, but that person will basically give you a bunch of grassroots organizational resources. So that's everything from volunteers to fundraising.
Mm. Okay.
And then boom, you're a Maha candidate. And some of these larger Maha organizations that I'm like consulting for right now are basically like on the fence on whether or not there will be nationwide resources for people like that. And if I can do my job effectively, that means that if you're a Maha candidate at the state lead green lights, you now have a federal organization or a national organization. I mean, basically giving you resources to fucking get into office.
Yeah. Trump and Kennedy right now are having a Maha
yeah, my people are at that. Yeah, my people are at that.
Wow. Yeah, that's
I
smart.
just got off the phone with one of them. I was like, that's why I couldn't take the call when you called me. I was on the phone with one of my guys that's he has a NGO and it's a Maha NGO. And he's working right now on getting a contract with the Maha Institute. And he was just with the CEO of the Maha Institute, Leland. And Leland is basically taking all of his advice, which I'm giving him the advice. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, I came
all my advice.
I came across Kennedy's like Child Defense Fund. Like that's a major nonprofit, and Illinois and Pritzker is like he's withholding all the autism data from Kennedy, so he can't actually correlate vaccines with autism with Illinois data, but he'll probably get it elsewhere. But I think that's a perfect example of anti-Maha activity by a fat pig communist socialist. Anyways, but yeah, okay. Yeah, if you could send me any contact or a link for the Illinois I guess Maha organizer, that would be amazing, because I know I've seen all their Instagrams. There was so much grassroots for Kennedy, even here in Illinois. I mean, they were regularly meeting and they did a lot in Illinois. Whoever that woman was, she was fantastic. I can't remember her name. I think she was Irish. All right.
Hold on. I'm gonna try to get this for you while on the phone with you. Now, do you know state lead, the Maha state lead for Illinois? How do you spell Illinois? I got it.
ILL.
I got it. Yeah. So I just asked a state lead who knows all of the other state leads what the state lead for Illinois is. Danielle. I asked Danielle.
Did you ever buy any traffic on Meta or YouTube, or was everything organic? You didn't actually buy any, traffic and demographics.
No, never.
Holy shit!
It fucks up your algorithm. Yeah, if you buy followers, it stunts your
organic growth. Yeah.
Yeah, it stunts your ability to actually get likes and visibility.
Mm-hmm. It penalizes you because it wants you to keep spending money with them.
Exactly. So what I do is basically try to do collaborations to build.
Download the video or something. Are you, because I see a lot of traffic on YouTube Reels. I don't know if it's bot traffic or all international, but holy shit! I mean, every single time now I'm getting like 1,000 to 2,000 views for seems like anything. So that's why it makes me suspicious, thinking that it's fucking bullshit. Short traffic, like TikTok type traffic, but it works. It gets views. And
you're running for Congress, right?
Yeah. And he's a big vaccinologist pusher. He told everybody, if you don't get vaxxed, this thing will never end and you'll never be able to leave your house. The guy is responsible for $18 trillion in debt creation, and he signed a pledge not to run for more than 3 terms, so he's violating his pledge. He's just a huge fucking rhino. He has over $8 million from Big Pharma sitting in a bank account. He has raised a fortune from health insurance. Blue Cross, Cigna, United. The guy is the poster child of the swamp.
Yeah, you got a lot of ammo there then for running some attack ads.
Yeah. I think people are sick of it, and they know it's a fucking scam now. I mean, today the big beautiful bill was the fucking biggest bill ever passed. $5 trillion immediately added to the national debt. So the country, just keeps devaluing the dollars because we can't stop spending it on special interest. All this shit is connected to big business. It's crazy. It's all fucking big pharma, big tech, big energy, big insurance, big finance, big bank. I mean, that's the game, And the guy literally has $6-7 million sitting in the bank. Everybody gives to this guy because he has created $18 trillion in debt. Buys a lot of friends, a lot of friends.
So yeah, bro, like the strategy we're running for one of our candidates in New Jersey is basically like we're running an attack campaign, but simultaneously you really need to be equilateral with representing the real issues and the issues that you are standing for.
Mm-hmm.
So don't make it like 60-40, try to make it 50-50. However many times you attack, you need to also come with the juice, and be like, this is who I am, this is what I represent, these issues are going on in my state that I'm going to address, and, basically let people know who you are and what you stand for just as much as you do attack.
Mm-hmm.
And that, honestly, that strategy we're running right now in Jersey. So we have got like some polling that shows us we're in second place now out of 3.
Wow.
So, and we're almost at first place. So we're going to end up in first place by the end of the month with this strategy. based on those numbers.
Hmm.
So we're gonna win.
That's great advice. I'm going to create an attack ad, but a credibility ad. So, it's like an introduction on why I'm the opposite of this swamp creature, essentially after the attack, and then mix it up, do a credibility, then an attack. I mean, there's a lot of ways to like just keep sending the same message, but keep chopping it up and recycling it.
Did you file already and everything?
Yep. I'm all filed, and I've gotten
Did you announce already?
Yep. I have lots of content up, and I'm attacking him daily, screenshotting his shit, reposting his shit, across multiple accounts. And I mean, I'm getting, X gives you some basic analytics, but it's not, the guy has 27,000 Instagram followers. And all these Congress people do is they're just digital content creators. That's all they fucking are. It's so sickening once you realize that they're essentially spammers, and they're credibility spammers, taking photos with cops, shaking hands with veterans. I mean, it's fucking, it's a branding optimization effort, and it's such a scam because they're bankrupting the country. And they just put together feel good videos and pictures and make it seem like they're, patriotic Americans when they're really selling everybody down the river. So, that's the messaging I got to put out and, communicate it. But I could do a lot of, just independent creative stuff and audio overlays on picture montages. I mean, you never know what, the algorithm likes, but it's a question of consistency and actually being motivated to regularly create independent content, and attack him and, provide credibility to the campaign. So that's my thinking. All right, man.
Yeah, man. I think you're gonna do great. Just keep it up. If you need anything, give me a call. And I'm happy to support. As soon as I get this woman's information, I'm gonna send it to you. And I just suggest you reach out and let her know that you got the number from the creative director of the national campaign.
Okay. Well. Okay, thanks so much. I appreciate your help and taking the time to talk to me. And God bless. And I hope you and it's Michelle, right? That's your.
No, it's Stephanie.
Oh, Stephanie. Keep mixing that up. All right, well, tell Stephanie I said hello and God bless you too. And I hope you guys have a great summer, and I'll talk to you soon.
All right, thanks, man.
Okay, thanks, guys. Take care. Bye. That was good. Time to get to work. All right, everybody, go to Instagram.com/JohnKitover.
Definitely affects their worldviews. But you also okay, I'll give you an example. Like J.D. Vance, Vice President, he visited the Vatican and met the Pope, and he didn't kiss the Pope's hand. And so the reporters asked him, J.D. Vance, why didn't you kiss the Pope's hand? It's just some gesture, but it's something
Actually,
Catholics
bad
do.
at myself.
He said, I
Damn.
didn't visit the Vatican
Damn,
as a
somebody's
Catholic.
kind of
I
angry
visited
there, huh?
the Vatican as a U.S. official, right? So, although he's a strong Christian, right, and Catholic, there is still a sort of separation between, I guess, church and state, religious beliefs, and also official state procedure and how you act.
Point out at the small detail, what we are talking about is the big template, and this big template will decide the future long-term peace of Middle East, right? And therefore, when I look at political leader, if they follow the template, I believe
this is LGBTQ.
If they don't follow the template, they end up supporting Hamas. You can find that correlation.
Wow, that's your right to believe that, I guess.
You look at Steve. He agreed. Ask Steve. I don't speak more. I really
I believe it. I believe it
today.
Yeah. I don't know who Steve is, but seems like a nice guy. I don't know.
Well, if you want to learn Steve, go to critical thinking, and I do not know why today there's no critical thinking. And Steve is a regular there. And I'm glad today to hear that Steve know Mike Huckabee. So next time when I listen to Steve, and if I question, I get to know, I know who to ask to get to know what Mike Huckabee is thinking.
There you go.
Yeah, Huckabee would in Christianity, and there's stratifications within Christianity. It's far from monolithic, like the Episcopalians and the Baptist or the Church of God. These are very, very different strains. Very different strains of Christianity and with fundamental differences. So, but you can lump a large portion as evangelical. That would cover a lot of different areas within the different denominations. And I would say Huckabee kind of falls somewhere in the middle of the evangelical range of Christianity.
That's a fair assessment. Yep, I agree.
By the way, that includes the U.S. policy that Jerusalem is the eternal capital of Israel, a united Jerusalem, and that what Jordan calls the West Bank, what, as far as I know, Arabs call the Gaza territory, are now to be known by the United States as Judea and Samaria, not by some old colonial term that Jordan about the west side of the Jordan River.
Yeah, in the strain of Christianity that I belong to, Jerusalem is considered the city of God. It's eternal Jewish city. There's no debate, no reckoning with it. Well, it might be a little bit this, that, no. In the strain of Christianity I come from, Jerusalem is the eternal city of the Jewish people. There's no sharing the land. There's no claims. It's eternal.
Steve, I came here in January, and I've been working to get information, stick through to some of the ideas here. The whole idea is to look at the east side of Golden Heights. And I've been saying that since January 2025, and I'm glad that now there is a significant area south of Damascus, 20 kilometers deep into the eastern part of Golden Heights, is now under the protection of IDF. And for me, that is consistent with Isaiah 19, not 17, but Isaiah 19. So yeah, we Christians look into Bible for guidance
from
how
board
to help
member
Jews
Matthew Tierman.
to
I'm going to
secure
read this
long-term
to you.
peace.
I know you can't see it if you're on X, but you can see it on Instagram and YouTube. This is a direct quote from Matthew Tierman.
Catholics
an email to the board of Project
more-
Veritas.
We can't obviously mistreat them
By the way,
or
Pardon
treat anybody poorly. But
pardon the
what do you mean?
obscenities is rated.
I guess you guys are evangelical. That's
If
just
you
it.
don't like it, then you can
You missed most of the
get off of the stream.
I think we are pretty.
I did not write this. This is nonfiction. Truth is stranger than fiction. Quote from Matt Tierman to the Board of Project Veritas, dated May 30th, 2023. I agree in practice, since none of the board here did anything illegal or promoted doing anything illegal. We did not auction off James' girlfriend undergarments, despite Joe Barton's suggestion in the group text to all of us. In April, cooler heads prevailed. So this is Matthew Tierman saying that Barton suggested that we auction off James's girlfriend's undergarments. Quote, nor did any of us sexually harass any female employees, unless texting a female employee in February offering a raise would qualify, in which case that would be grossly problematic and might lead to future legal problems. This is very interesting. This is a board member, Matt Tiermont, accusing another board member, Joe Barton, of sexual harassment. Let's go to the next screenshot. We have Alex Jones waiting here. I'm going to get to him in a minute. This is so obscene I can't even say aloud what I'm looking at, and I won't. This is an email sent from one of the Project Veritas board members, Matthew Tiermont, to one of my chief technology officers at OMG. I can't even read it out loud. But it says, blank dumpstering and guzzling. We're recruiting a CT. This is disgusting. This is outrageous. And you wanted to know what happened at Project Veritas. And I'm telling you what happened. I'm showing you what happened. Taking you inside exhibits we obtained in the litigation of the organization against me. I can't even say it out loud. It's disgusting. Pornographic obscenities from board members directed at my employees here at OMG. Let's go to the next one. For those of you who are watching, you could read this for yourself. It's disgusting. I'm not going to say it out loud. Go to the next one. Okay, pause. This is board member George Skakel. Play it from the beginning. When you play the first few seconds, we can't hear it, so we have to manually pause it at 1 second in. And this is board member George Skakel talking about board member Matthew Tiermont, calling him crazy.
Okay. What? I don't know. Have you explored that with him? I told him he's crazy. That's your man. Yeah. Why did you tell me he's crazy? I think it's unhealthy to let oneself be consumed by hate.
It's unhealthy to let someone be consumed by hatred. Why is it that these board members are consumed by hatred? Could it be that we know too much? We have too much information about these investments, about the money? There's a lot more to go through here. We are breaking news here on the air in the movie On the Inside with James O'Keefe, talking about the truth inside Veritas, the truth inside the truth. Breaking news. Board members of Project Veritas had co-investments together, business relationships, companies that could be, quote, could be sold to Pfizer, unquote. That was the company that we were investigating 2 years ago. We continue to investigate. Potential conflicts of interest in a bombshell movie released yesterday at O'KeefeMediaGroup.com. We've got so much to go through, but I think we have Alex Jones with us, is on the air. Alex, you there?
I'm right here.
Hey, Alex, I know you and I went back and forth over the last few weeks on a number of issues, but first, I just want your reaction to, I know what I sent you here with this new information about Project Veritas.
I mean, I think it's a really huge story. Everybody knows you were Project Veritas and your team was, and I really wasn't surprised by the information that came out, because as soon as I saw your Pfizer report, where you got their head of global mRNA and admit that they had viruses they had made on the shelf of COVID-19, COVID things to have an endless business model. We'd seen Peter Daszak say that in 2019 in an interview, kind of hiding in plain view. So as soon as I saw you break that, people couldn't even believe it was real at first. Of course, it was real. You look the guy up. I said, that's it. They're gonna put O'Keefe in jail or kill him or shut down Veritas. And obviously, you've been such a thorn on their side and such a game changer that they had to do whatever they had to do with whisper campaigns and all the rest of it. And then that's how the system works. With what I've gone through with the Democratic Party and all these groups that's come out now learned, targeted by Obama in 2013 under Comey's orders or direction. Once Comey got in, that we got sent that by the Trump administration a few months ago, and everything's come out about the Justice Department funding the lawsuits against me and rigging the court cases and everything. And now there's a criminal investigation of that, I'm told, and we got civil suits going on. This is what they do. This is how the Black Ops, the Justice Department, the spycraft, the CIA. We've had undercover CIA guys be exposed, being involved with stuff happened to me. So I mean, this is what I've been through. So I absolutely, and you said, well, we've been back and forth in a few weeks. I love your work, and I think you're one of the towers of exposing corruption and have, most of the big game-changing investigative reports. I mean, not just the best, we have those too, but I mean, I'm the biggest fan. I felt bad because I guess I kind of projected onto what you told me, some stuff, and then, all the rest of it. I mean, I thought the Prince Andrew thing was gigantic and huge and new, and to have his cover-up artist, his pitch man, the guy that was his representative, basically the cleanup guy, his PR guy, to say it was all crap, that he was abusing these girls, was massive. That's dangerous. You told me you had 3 big stories, and then the Pam Bondi thing, the Pam Bondi thing. Yeah, I mean, it was new in that here she was saying it was videos, not files. I just thought it was going to be them, actually with Epstein or something, but you didn't tell me that, so I mainly, I said this on air, I was kind of embarrassed that I conflated some of it in my own head, but now, since that happened, I thought you were kind of, going after them before it was due, maybe, but now, and I don't want to say this, but my integrity is all I have, and now that we have Kash Patel and Dan Bongino, I both respect and want to believe in, saying, oh no, Epstein killed himself, we've seen all the proof, and we know that's just pure crap from the evidence, and oh yeah, in Butler, crooks acted alone. I mean, they looked like when they were on Fox News last week, like they were hostages or something. It was the worst body language ever. So now I've got real concerns, and my FBI sources that were saying that the 14 terabytes of kids being abused, the hundreds of victims, that had been sent out to FBI offices, but now I've learned they're not been able to do anything with it, and they're actually not investigating it. So I think the jury's out. I think the clock is ticking towards some real issues, and we don't see some movement. So I think overall, it's healthy that.
Well, Alex, thank you. There's a lot to unpack there. Like 1 or 3 issues, but I think the first thing is, I think I've seen it in our audiences. They're, even with this Prince Andrew clip, and we have the clip. It's like 20 seconds. Just play this Prince Andrew associate talking about Prince Andrew banging underage girls. We can just play that real quick so the audience knows what we're talking about. Play that real quick.
I was really pissed at you, right? That's me. Yeah. No, I knew he saw it. But he lied to me. He was such a person. And then I did a big thing in the Daily Mail saying that I believe that. And I found out he was lying.
All right, pause. So he was effing underage girls, and I think, Alex, a lot of people in the audience, that's not good enough. They already knew that. I don't think that we could prove it. But Alex Jones, I mean, let me go back to this whole situation with what we're doing at Project Veritas, exposing the truth and exposing what happened with my departure. Do you think it's just the corrupting influence of money? What is your view on organizations